Cartoon villains. From power-hungry bad guys to revenge-seeking antagonists, in cartoon history, while we had some well-written villains, we also had some poorly written ones. So, before we start, here are the criteria I use to rank these guys. How well-written a character is. Also, their appearance, basically the amount of aura they have. For example, if a character looks cool and has depth to his character, he will rank higher and be judged upon those criteria. So, for our first villain, Aku from Samurai Jack. Nemesis to our beloved samurai, Aku, after losing against Jack, sends Jack 50 years into the future, for their paths to cross again. Aku is a well-designed and unique character with unique power set. And when it comes to his ambitions, he wants to rule the universe and become its god, and his main goal is to kill Samurai Jack. Pretty basic and boring ambition that is a staple for every villain there has ever been, but because of his unique design and his good writing, I will put Aku at C tier. Next up, the Lich from Adventure Time. In each episode, you can see a snail waving at you, hiding somewhere, waiting for you to find them. So, as each episode, the mystery builds up and you start wondering, who is this snail? It leads up to the Lich. The Lich is the manifestation of that. The Lich is the one who ended the human race on Adventure Time universe, arriving on Earth following the detonation of the mutagenic bomb. The Lich has a hatred for living things, so his desire is to destroy life. So his ambition as a villain is to extinct all life on Earth, which goes so hard, I must say. Who else has a motivation like this? B tier. Next up, our favorite octopus man. No, not him. Vilgax, the 15 feet tall octopus-headed alien who wants to destroy a 10-year-old kid. When we first saw Vilgax, he really looks intimidating, with his voice and his might, and especially how he looked injured. But it feels like he never did something, did he? Unlike the previously mentioned Aku, who at least sent Jack into the future, tortured him, and did some harm, or the Lich, who ended human life. Vilgax never was capable of doing something. He never accomplished something against Ben. That's why I gotta put him to D tier. Any comic book fans? Because we have Venom next. Did you know Venom was designed by not Marvel but by a fan? And Marvel bought it from a fan for only $220. Yeah, sad stuff. But I don't think there's anyone more intimidating and scary than Venom on this list. Although his ambitions are somewhat boring, hating the main character and all, his design on its own is enough to put him on the B tier. Continuing with comic book characters, Slade. Deathstroke. I cannot explain nor make you understand the level of writing that Teen Titans show has, in particular, Slade. If anyone watched the episode where Robin sees Slade in his imagination, will know what I mean. Sword-wielding, guns expert, mixed martial artist who has only one eye. Although Teen Titans team is not much of a threat, the writing gets Slade easily to the B tier. Now, the next one is probably going to get me a lot of hate, maybe an underrated, or rather, a hot take to me, the antagonist of the TV show Gravity Falls, Bill Cipher. I do not think Bill Cipher is a good character. He's too much powerful for my taste. An entity so powerful you can't even kill. Now, I will admit, his backstory, trying to keep his world alive, and the mystery leading up to his reveal, similar to the Lich, is good, but the character seems too fun for me. I cannot take him seriously, so I gotta put him into F tier. Now, going back to Adventure Time, next up, Ice King. You can say, oh Kuzuri, Ice King is just like Bill, put him in F tier. No, you are wrong. Ice King may suck as a villain, but his origin story is so well written and different and never seen before, which makes it incredible. An archaeologist who is cursed by his own findings, slowly turning into a madman and losing his wife, and being forced to abandon a girl who sees him like a father figure is some hard writing. A tier. Is anyone getting chills? Because I am. Cause next up is Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. An evil murderer machine samurai. How can it get better than that? With the rivalry between Mr. Splinter and Shredder left aside, what makes Shredder is the opposite of vilgax. No one could hurt Shredder. Whenever I watched TMNT, Shredder was untouchable. He would not just beat, but really brutally hurt the turtles. As a little kid watching the show, I was left in awe by the strength of Shredder. Also look at his cool as hell claws. A tier. Avatar The Last Airbender franchise has many good villains, but my favorite comes from Legend of the Korra. The blood-bending Amon. The scene where Amon resists blood-bending is a moment I think about every day first thing in the morning. From his cool voice to menacing mask, wearing a hood like he's an assassin, of course, and a hell of a writing to back it up. With an ambition to end the oppression of non-benders at the hands of the benders by eradicating bending altogether. Like, what the hell, man? How cool is that? My man wants to end bending for political reasons. That's incredible writing. Not talking about his ending too. Did you know because someone can bend blood, he sensed his brother exploding the ship? A tier. Joker from Batman the Animated Series. I would say as the animated versions of Jokers go, Mark Hamill's Joker is definitely the best there is. Closest to the comic book, but not for me. I'm not the biggest Joker fan when it comes to Mark Hamill's Joker. My Joker is different. C tier. So, do you have any complaints? Let me know.